Just last week, I had the privilege of guiding 12th grade students in Poland. On the second day of our journey, we went to the Majdanek concentration camp, which is unlike Auschwitz-Birkenau. It's completely intact. And we were standing outside the gas chamber where hundreds of thousands of people lost their lives, most of them Jews. And I shared the following extraordinary story. Just as at the onset of the war, numerous Jewish families, thinking that they'd be able to save their children, decided to leave their kids with Christian or Gentile families, hoping that when the war ended, they'd be able to come back and be able to find their children and redeem them. As we all know the ending, many, if not most of those parents did not survive the war, and their children were left with strangers. Rabbi Eliezer Silver, who was one of the great heroes in American Jewry, decided he wanted to try to redeem those kids. And he went back to Poland, and he visited a convent, and he asked the head nun if it was possible that he could meet the children to try to determine which of those kids in the convent were Jewish. The nun refused, citing the fact that Rabbi Eliezer Silver had no paperwork. Later that evening, Rabbi Eliezer Silver returned, refusing to give up, asked the head nun if he could meet with the children just as she was putting them to bed. And she reluctantly agreed. He entered the room, and the kids were lying on their cots. And in the front of the room, Rabbi Eliezer Silver screamed out loud, "Shema Yisrael, Hashem Elokeinu, Hashem Echad, Hear O Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one." And a number of children instantly sat up on their cots, started screaming and crying for their mothers, screaming, "Mama, Mama!" And Rabbi Eliezer Silver was able to redeem those children. It's a very powerful story when you're standing in front of the gas chambers. When you consider the fact that many women in those gas chambers stood there, and in the last moments of their life, I'm certain as a parent, in the last moment of their life, they were thinking about their children. And the other thing they were doing was saying the Shema Yisrael, knowing that they were about to meet their Maker. And the extraordinary irony is that they probably didn't realize that those words, their last words on this earth, were the very same words that were going to redeem and save their children. Those words were implanted in the souls of their kids from their youth, and that would be ultimately what would save them. The parashah this week, the Torah portion says, "Ve'ata titzaved b'nei Yisrael," that the Jewish people are commanded through the Kohanim, through the priests, laha'alot ner tamid, to kindle the lamp continuously. What does that mean, to kindle continuously? They lit it once. In one split second, they lit the lamp, and it remained lit all day. What does it mean to light it continuously? What it means is that sometimes there are things that we do in a split second that have effect all day, all week, all month, and sometimes even a lifetime. When these women said the Shema Yisrael with their children, that how long did it take? 1 minute at night, 2 minutes? But that is exactly what was implanted and will remain with those children for the rest of their lives. We have an opportunity every single day to say hello to people, to greet people, to do things that will literally can change this world and have an effect in a lifetime that we can do in a split second. And let us remember that, la'alot ner tamid, that in one split second we can be bringing light to this world constantly. Shabbat Shalom.